Blood in the Mountains, the French Eversole War. Welcome back to Hartline History, where the mountains remember more than they will ever tell, and sometimes, if you listen close enough, they whisper the truth. I'm your host, John Hart, and tonight we're going back to the late 1800s to Perry County, Kentucky, to a feud so violent, so tangled, and so soaked in blood that newspapers from New York to San Francisco couldn't get enough of it. They called it the French Eversole War, but around here, folks just called it the Trouble. Picture Hazard, Kentucky in the late 1880s. No coal boom yet, no railroad, just a rough little mountain town tucked between steep ridges and a muddy river, where every family knew every other family's business and every grudge. Two men stood at the center of it all. Joseph C. Eversole, merchant, lawyer, respected, born into the mountains. Benjamin Fulton French, outsider from Tennessee, ambitious, married into power. At first they were friends, business partners. Two men trying to build a future in a place that didn't give much away for free. But in the mountains, friendships can turn to rivalry faster than a creek rises in spring. And once it turns, it never turns back. Historians argue about what started the feud. Some say it was business, 2 stores, 1 town, not enough customers. One say it was politics, Eversole backing one faction, French backing another. And then there's the romanticized version, the newspaper's favorite, involving betrayal, jealousy, and a woman caught in the middle. But the truth, it was power. Pure and simple, 2 men wanted to run Hazard, only one could. And in the mountains of the 1880s, power wasn't won with ballots or speeches. It was won with rifles. The first killing came quiet. A man loyal to Eversole was ambushed on a mountain road, shot clean off his horse. Nobody claimed it, nobody confessed, but everybody knew. The mountains have a way of telling you who your enemies are. After that, the killings came faster. Gunfights in the streets, ambushes in the hollers, family fleeing in the night. Hazard turned into a war zone. And at the center of it all stood 2 men who refused to back down. On April 15, 1888, Joseph C. Eversole rode into Hazard with a small group of men. He never made it out. Gunmen loyal to French ambushed him near the courthouse. He was shot multiple times, some say 5, some say 7, and left in the dirt. His father, Judge James Eversole, was killed beside him. The town fell silent. The feud didn't. Eversole's supporters swore revenge. French's men dug in deeper, and the mountains braced for the blood that was coming. What happened next became legend. A full-on gun battle erupted in the streets of Hazards. Dozens of men firing from windows, doorways, behind wagons, from the courthouse steps. Newspapers called it the Battle of Hazard. Some said it looked like a Civil War skirmish. Others said it was worse. When the smoke cleared, bodies lay scattered across the town square, and still, the feud wasn't done, not even close. For the next several years, the killings continued. Some were ambushes, some were nighttime raids, some were executions carried out under the guise of justice. The death toll depends on who you ask. Official record says 20 plus. Local stories say 70 or more. And in the mountains, local stories usually win. Families were torn apart. Children grew up without fathers. Neighbors stopped trusting neighbors. Hazard became a place where every footstep behind you might be your last. By the early 1890s, the feud burned itself out. Most of the major fighters were dead, imprisoned, or had fled the region. The state finally stepped in. The court handed down sentences, and the coal companies, smelling opportunity, moved in to reshape the region. The French Eversole War ended not with peace, but with exhaustion. The mountains had taken their due. Today, the French Eversole War is remembered as one of the bloodiest feuds in Appalachian history. But it wasn't just violence. It was a story about power, pride, loyalty, and the dangerous weight of a grudge. It was a reminder that in the mountains, history isn't written in books. It's written in blood, in memory, in the stories passed down from porch to porch, generation to generation, and sometimes in the silence that follows a gunshot. Thank you for joining me on this journey into one of Kentucky's darkest chapters. If you enjoyed this episode, please share, subscribe, and stick around. The mountains have plenty more stories to tell. I'm John Hart. Until next time, God bless you, and I'll see you on down the ridge.